Yo, what's up, guys? This is the Rise of Lord Master Starscream. And yes, I know I have not done a live stream in a couple of months now, and I have someone backstage. You will be added here in a minute, so just chill. Right now, I am sending some links out because I might have a whole herd of people joining, and I said I might. I did not say it's going to happen. But, anyways, so yes, I know I have not done a live stream in like a couple of months. I have been busy like crazy. So, and plus I have some personal stuff going on in my life that no one needs to worry about. So, yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and add you in. So, just go ahead and chill for a minute while I say what I have to say. Anyway, so, yes, I've been busy like crazy, so busy to a point I don't have time to be doing live streams like I've been promising, which to the people I do greatly apologize. So I've been doing my best to keep you guys entertained as much as I can with YouTube Shorts, which is hello, which is my YouTube edits for stuff like either Marvel, Transformers, which I have not done in a while, and Predator Badlands, and all kinds of stuff like that. So I've been doing my best to provide you with content as much as possible. But yes, tonight I have Ruben joining me and hopefully some other people. But how have you been doing, man?
Tired and sweating.
That is crazy. I'm not going to lie. But yes. But man, a lot of stuff has been going on the last couple of months. I have been keeping up to date on all the Transformer stuff. I had plans to try to keep doing unboxings. I had plans to unbox a new Titan that I have. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then what you doing? Go follow my Instagram, please. But I do have a Star Convoy. Like I said, I've been trying to keep up to date as much as I can with all the new stuff and whatnot. And like I said, I have some personal stuff going on that I do not need to go in. Uh, I don't need to go into full in depth about because it's not important in the matter. Well, I mean, there is one thing, but I already said it a couple of times on some different streams, which is not on this platform, but that's all going to stay out there. So if you guys are curious on what it is, then you guys have to go hunting for it. But other than that, I don't need to say nothing. And real quick, I need to hold up. Mm, which theme? Which theme? No. You know what? I'm gonna go with that one this time. Hold up. There we go. I had that planned for a bit now. Anyways, so what's been going on with you lately? Anything interesting or new or whatnot?
Somewhat. It's just the store's getting worse. Barely find anything for any collection, and
Yeah, just yeah. Oh, hold up. Okay, all right. That was weird. Yeah, that is actually crazy. I have been trying to go to stores as much as I can, but unfortunately, due to stuff going on, I've been having to stay indoors for a while and just entertain myself. So, and don't worry, it's nothing bad. I'm busy with online stuff, and plus, I did want to give a couple of updates, even though I kind of gave some updates, but I did create a YouTube post. I believe that's what they're called. So yeah, I did create a YouTube post kind of stating on some plans that I have. Even though I did say that I wanted the streaming side of things, like what I'm doing right now, I wanted this to be directly only for gaming. But after thinking about it and thinking about it, yes, I did do a video for Doom: The Dark Ages, and I was supposed to continue that series, but due to the whole freezing and the lagging, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch the video. It's kind of fucked up, and sometimes the game would just take control of itself and just start doing whatever it wants due to the lag on it the and whatnot. Hold up. Yo, what's up, Leo? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, and I see you have the good old Delta Magnus profile.
Yeah, this is my profile for my Google account. I gotta change it at some point.
Oh, that's understandable. I mean, it looks good regardless. So, but anyways,
Yeah.
so
Oh, the
have
hell.
oh, so anything new going on with you lately, Leo? I know you've been pretty busy and whatnot.
Nothing really. Just chilling, working, preparing to start school in a week or so.
That is
You
actually
know.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess. Yeah, you know how things are.
Man, nah, I find it even more crazy that apparently there's some new laws gonna be going around that apparently kids will only have to go to school for just 6 months every single year. Oh goodness.
I mean, to some
Hmm.
kids that might be good. Oh, and I gotta show you something I did with I finally had I saw this on Instagram, and I'm finally doing it with my Bumblebee movie my second copy of Bumblebee movie Megatron.
Oh boy.
So I have an extra. So I got one of those. I don't use those guns for what's his name, the Studio Series TF1 Megatron no more. So I just put one of them on Bumblebee movie Megatron's arm, and it looks all right.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know, cause yeah, this. But anyway, what you guys gonna talk about here?
Anything of anything, but you, hold up a minute. Hang on, let me make sure everything is. Oh goodness, been t- been busy all day.
Oh, now my computer is saying I gotta update. It's been a while. I haven't been.
Oh man, I
It
need to
says
update my.
it says I gotta update my computer. So let me go do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple of things. But like I said, I have been doing my best to try to keep up with a lot of the new releases, and plus, on top of that, I've been trying to get some of the figures that was unfortunately stolen from me a couple of years ago. But for those who already know out there, yes, I do have. I finally have a completed Minosaur, and I'm not gonna lie. And whenever I show this, yes, I have duplicate copies just as filler, but I do have a Superion in the works right now. But yes, I have 2 air raids and 2 slingshots, and heck, the duplicates I have will probably go to someone special. And like I said, I will not be saying because reasons. But anyways, so I'm not gonna lie, Superion is pretty good. And Ruben, I know you got him. How is he for you?
My copy is good, no issues. I have to put it away in storage for now.
Yeah, that's understandable. No, just leave them in storage until you get the last 2. But anyways,
The last dupe. Yeah, the last 2 that I need. Which I am
yeah,
planning to get it on Amazon.
yeah. But yeah, I really love this figure. 10 out of 10 figure. And I I was actually lucky to get Superior. This is where my tongue stops working. I was actually very lucky to get Superion off of Target's website. And I do have a scavenger, but I will be saving him for a special unboxing. But I have a completed Devastator, even though he's missing an arm. But before I got, and yes, I'm one of the people who got a Mixmaster surprise. But I had this one was supposed to be originally for Ruben, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but somehow I need people to out there be aware of this. I don't know if it's just a fault of the figure. Hold on. I don't like to set my figures on the floor, but I have to. But for those who, I don't want to break it again, but for apparently the mushroom peg right there somehow snapped off while it was in the box. I don't know if it was just a factory error or something like that, or if the mold was not good. So I had to let him know that I would not be able to send this to him because broken figure. Plus, I might give, like I said, this duplicate might go to someone I know or who I will know. Anyways, am I giving hints? Maybe. Who knows? But anyways, So I did have this figure as a stand-in for the other arm because, and I know a lot of my buddies out there wanted to kill me for it, but yes, I did have to spend a scalper price on this leg here. And plus my lady was all like, I don't want to look at that because I had him standing on like a coffee mug or something like that. And it kept becoming an eyesore. Like, when are you going to get the other arm? When are you going to get the other arm? It was pretty much the same thing with Minosaur right here. Because for at least a couple of years, she had to stare at the fact that I did not have breakdown and there was a gap in the leg. And I had to listen to the whole thing of like, when are you going to get the other one? When are you going to get the other one? So you know the pain and suffering on that.
Yep.
But yeah, I will. Oh, look at that. Look who we got here. Come here. Yes. Hang on. Kitty. Yes, that's a queso reference, but Precious. Yes, her name is Precious. So everyone, if you're not in the chat or if you watch this video later, please put in the time on at this moment and say hi to Precious. So everyone say hi to Precious.
Do it.
Yes. So make sure you put a timestamp. Just put a timestamp and say hi, Precious, whenever you see the kitty. I have another one, but he likes to bite me half the time because it's one of those male cats. But anyways, but if you want to sneak peek at him, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to pick him up. Come here. Don't you bite me. Here's little Bumblebee, or B for short. This one belongs to my lady. So yes, go ahead. Nice. So and then again, another timestamp. Make sure you say hi to Bumblebee or B. Just pick whichever one you want. Anyways,
do it.
Yes.
Do it.
But, and as I was going to say before I want to make sure that there's no one else backstage that I don't want to leave anyone out. Okay, just making sure. What the heck? Oh my goodness, all this, man, StreamYard updated so much, I don't know what the frick's going on. Anyways, but as I was going to say, I know I said I was going to dedicate live streaming only to video gaming and videos for either toy hunts or probably stop motion, which I'm still debating on it. I do want to do a whole series dedicated to Skybound, kind of like how TFI Creations does his stuff, which is inspiration. I am not copying people. I'm getting inspiration from them. Anyways, moving on. So, but the way I'm going to do it, I'm not going to be basically mixing figures like some people do. But some figures I will be using. It's kind of hard to see, but I have the two of the YOLO Park figures. That's the Starscream right there. That's not the AMKG one. And then I have the AMK Megatron right there, which I need to get a part for because they ended up sending me a duplicate leg. Don't ask how that happened. But so what I plan on doing is every time I get like a G1 figure or whatever, I want it to be completely accurate. So since I have Superion, he appears in the comic, and unfortunately Slingshot does not make it because of Megatron. So it will be accurate as much as I can get it. So and I'm going to tell you this, each episode, what I have planned is each episode will be based off of one comic. So like episode 1, episode 2, and whatnot. But a lot of them might take a long time to come out because I want to wait for goodness, it's where I can't think because I can't think as fast every time I talk. But so basically, if I don't have a certain figure from the comic, it'll take me longer to probably work on it or even get it out until I get, like, for example, I have Trailbreaker, but if I did not have a Trailbreaker, it would take longer for me to get that episode out or start working on it or whatever. So, and also for another example, we got Agent of the Prime's Bruticus coming out, which I do have Vortex in there, and Rubens is in storage right now. But so since Bruticus does appear in the comics along with Devastator, which I will have him Well, I mean, I already have him fully complete, but like I said, I'm waiting to unbox Scavenger. He is in the storage right now. So I'm going to have to wait until Bruticus fully comes out, where I can actually, do the episode with Bruticus and all that. So it'll be a whole lot of working around. There will be some figures, like for example, I will not be using 86 Optimus Prime for the stop motion. It will be the AMK YOLO Park Optimus Prime. Same for Starscream. A lot of the characters, a lot of the figures I have will be I have some of the figures, like for example, if I use 86 Optimus Prime, it will only be for the truck mode scenes. And the YOLO Park one will be for obviously the robot stuff. And I'm still trying to test some stuff out, but right now I have been trying to focus on doing Twitch type stuff. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to install OBS. I'm trying to figure out how to get that software working because I want to try to start streaming on Twitch so I can, and I know Ruben has a gaming channel, and I know you haven't uploaded on there for a while.
Yep.
Look at the kitty. Look at the camera. There you go, little buddy. Just feeling. Yes. Anyways. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing. But other than that, that's I think pretty much all the updates. I will have a huge big surprise update, hopefully. It'll be one of these 3 months. It'll be either in November, December, or January. It'll be one of those, but it's probably going to be December. And like I said, a certain handful of people knows, Ruben knows, a lot of my other buddies do, but I will not be sharing it on here until that day comes. But anyways, moving on. I did get some figures yesterday, and yes, I have a whole TV entertainment thing right here. So, moving on. I finally got a Studio Series concept art KSI Widow, and yes, unfortunately, she cannot be called Widowmaker because number one, it's a copyright thing because Overwatch had the name first. Don't ask. Just think of it like what Marvel had to do with Captain Marvel. Unfortunately, they could not call Captain Marvel's cat the Flurkin cat. They could not call it Chewie because Disney owns Star Wars and Disney owns Marvel, and it's a whole thing. So they had to call the cat Goose. So yeah, here's KSI Widow. Unfortunately, my wife does not like this figure because she doesn't like the design, which I understand. Plus, the head sculpt is way too human, which is understandable. I mean, heck, ever since they got to Age of Extinction, a lot of the characters looked way too human in the face. So, but she does love the McLaren mode. So, everyone, this is our first official licensed McLaren figure. And Ruben, I hope you're able to find her. But here's some, if you guys want, here's a little bit of a fun fact. The guy who designed this figure is the same guy who designed the Transformers Prime RID Viacon figure with the whole, all this action. Because if you just go watch that Toy Guy's review, he goes more into it and he actually demonstrates it. I will not be demonstrating it on here. Because if you want to know, you have to go support someone else for it. Sorry about that. But yeah, 10 out of 10 figure. And I'm glad we're getting more concept art figure. And now, good thing I saved the best for last. Here is me. Steve Buscemi Starscream. And I'm not going to lie, pretty good figure. I originally was not too complainative about the whole non-ankle tilt thing, but then again, I kind of see what people are saying, even though he has somewhat of a tilt action with how the sculpt is. But regardless, I still like the figure. But I will say that I haven't transformed it, but I will admit that this figure is a pain to deal with. So, but yeah, be warned, Ruben. If you do get this figure, he is a pain to deal with.
But
I mean, heck, look at Bolt Matrix's review. He literally, yeah, that's all I can say. But good thing he didn't take a hammer to the figure. That's what I care about right now. Oh, and I do have hold up, let me check the chat. Is anyone okay? Nope. I do have a little bit more of an update. I originally said in one of my previous live streams I was going to try to attend TFCon Chicago, but unfortunately I will not be able to make it because number one, family reasons and financial things and all that. I thought I was going to be able to go a couple of weeks ago or sometime last week, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to. So, I'm a little sad about it, but then again, it'll be all right. I'm not too upset about it. But other than that, I'm going to check on TFW 2005 real quick. Let me see if there's. All right, hold, because I haven't done this in a bit. God, StreamYard has way too much new stuff going on here for me to figure out. I mean, heck, I think the last time I even used StreamYard was doing the whole Doom the Dark Ages live stream. Okay, yeah, I got it all set. And also, Ruben, check this out. Looks like a 86 Megatron has been found in New Jersey right here in a Target.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter a couple hours ago. Same thing with Mixmaster and
Yeah,
keep an eye on.
Yeah, this one is in Pennsylvania. But good thing I already got Mixmaster. I'm still waiting on my Thundercracker. Oh, and also, real quick, all you need is an Instagram for this, according to the people who are hosting all this. We have this whole versus thing going on right here. Hold on, is there hold up, let me see if there's a better chart for this. Hold up a minute. There should be. Let's see here. Okay, nope, I can't find one. Well, the best way I could describe this whole versus thing that they're doing, like all this right here for fan voting. So basically, they have like a whole list of characters, and so far we got a couple of winners here. Like, you're basically voting for like Autobots and Decepticons, and so like they'll go for, all right, like for example, you got Grimlock versus Mirage, who would win? And obviously Grimlock won. And you got Shockwave versus Starscream. Unfortunately, Starscream lost. Why the fuck did I do that? I don't know. But Shockwave won. So basically, you got Shockwave versus Grimlock. So who knows who's going to win on that? It's probably going to be Grimlock. But anyways, I keep saying basically, but basically what they're doing with that is they're basically creating a fan figure. Here's what they're going to do. Whoever makes it to the final stage, like for example, if Grimlock makes it to the final stage, he will be fully customized. Like for example, all right, let's say he faces off against Shockwave. All right, Shockwave versus Grimlock. Who's going to win? If Grimlock wins, he basically, I guess, gets Shockwave's vehicle mode. So we're basically going to get like a figure. What if Grimlock turns into a flying saucer? What if Grimlock turns into this or that? And the figure will be fully customizable, kind of thing. So basically, they're creating a fan figure. So who knows? You might get a Grimlock figure that turns into a submarine.
Yep.
So that's basically what that is. And oh my gosh, we had a whole lot of reveals. Oh, and also, for those who don't know, Excellion and Sideways are out in Canada right now, and they are popping up here in the U.S. I unfortunately do not know if they're at my Walmart. They're having a lot of freaking work going on over there. So, let's see here. Well, let me check the chat. Nope, nothing there. All right. But we do have some new listings here for both 2026 and 2027. I kind of overlooked these, but some of the ones I do want to or there's only one I want to mention is that we're getting a new Studio Series Transformers 2007 Leader Class Optimus Prime figure. Let that sink in. This right here, a new Transformers 2007 Optimus Prime figure, but in a Leader class. And mind you, this is for they're doing this figure for the anniversary, according to JT Prime 17. So that I'm actually looking forward to, because I can't remember the last time we actually got a proper Bayverse Optimus Prime figure. Like, I'm talking about this design in general, and no, I'm not talking about the Age of Extinction Leader class Optimus Prime. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was in Dark of the Moon when they had that when they heavily they did some retooling on the Revenge of the Fallen Prime. And now this is something I really want to talk about real quick and get some thoughts on. We have our very first Titan class in Studio Series, Age of Extinction Grimlock. Oh boy. Is there anything you want to mention about the figure, or?
I don't think I have enough money to get it, but it looks so better than the one we have years ago.
Yeah. Not to say that the original Leader class was bad. It was definitely good. I mean, it was definitely an upgrade from those weird original figures. But the fact that we're getting him as a Titan, and I mean, heck, look how big Look how big he scales with the 86G1 version. I'm not gonna lie, that scale is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, they did confirm in the live stream. I'm a little upset about it, but if you look in the mouse, there is a port for blast effects. They did unfortunately confirm that he will not be coming with blast effects, which is kind of a shame, to be honest. I was really hoping that he would come with flame effects. And according to the people in this live stream right here, both of these guys, they did confirm that this figure will be under $200. So I'm actually happy about that. And Ruben, I hope you're able to get a Titan figure soon. I know me and you discussed years ago on getting Tidal Wave, even though for those who are hold up, let me ignore all that in his background. That's nothing to be concerned about. But let me do this real quick. As you guys see up there, I do have Tidal Wave, and real quick, for those who forgot, I do have these three Titans. I have Tidal Wave, Metroplex, and Scorponok, and I have Star Convoy right in that little display bin right there, and on that top shelf right there. So let me exit my solo layout here. Oh, excuse me, I got some hiccup action. But yeah, like look at this. This is awesome. I get why they had to do him as a Titan, which he definitely deserves. And heck, look, he could, and not like that for the record. People get your mind out of the gutter, but look at this. Prime can actually ride Grimlock now. And if I'm not mistaken, Ruben, you actually have this Optimus Prime figure. Well, not this particular version, because this will be a different one right here. But you have
the Age of Extinction one. I made a quick stop by at the GameStop by West Side, see what they have, and I found this. So I was like, you know what, I'm buying this. Even though they don't have Megatron, I'm buying the bullet.
Nice. And I still need to work on getting this Hard Stuff Steel 2-pack. I was originally gonna. I had a friend who was actually supposed to send me both of these 2-packs immediately when this one was supposed to come out, but unfortunately some things came up, so that kind of put a dent on things on things for me, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna lie, this Megatron looks pretty good. Hold up, let me just. And also, real quick, look at this beautiful packaging right here. Look at that.
Mhm.
And also, I was gonna say JT Prime 17, but I can't give him credit for this. But hold on a minute before I say. But yeah, I really like this Megatron. I was really hoping that they would take the 86 Retgar mold and retool him into this, because I kind of discovered that years ago, because they kind of share this the same body type, and plus with the wheels being detachable on that figure. But I'm glad they made him his own figure. But according to one of the guys who hosts the TFW, the Hasbro live stream for Transformers, since we have Hearts of Steel, Optimus Prime, and Starscream, and Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee, and Megatron, according to them on their live stream, we are supposed to be getting another Timelines 2-pack. It will be an Optimus Prime and a Starscream 2-pack, which I cannot wait to see it. But they did They did say that it's going to be original, meaning that it's not going to be G1, it's not going to be Hearts of Steel, it's not going to be anything we've seen before. It's going to be 100% original. So they're basically creating something new. What that is, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But they did say we'd have to wait next year. But I mean, heck, considering how fast this year is moving, we probably don't have to wait that long. Oh boy. Why did I have to come across this? Look at this.
Yep.
Oh boy. Scalpers, I'm afraid you will. I know I don't know if I have any people who scalp or are watching, but scalpers, I unfortunately hate to say this, but considering that this multi-pack is supposed to be at least $70, and it's only unfortunately an SDCC exclusive, aka San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I believe it's supposed to be right around $70 or something, which is not a bad price. But all I can say is this: since I'm unable to attend San Diego Comic-Con, scalpers, I'm afraid you might have my just take my money at this point. But I will say this: pretty good figure. I like that he comes with the mini cons and all that. But the only issue I have with this figure, which I understand why they couldn't add it. Let me see if there's any images before I say a thing. Should be some images here somewhere. Unless it's not on here, I'm a looking. People who are watching, bear with me. Don't leave. Don't leave. Just bear with me. I'm looking. I can't find it. Anyways. Well, I can't find it, unfortunately. So I would just say it. I am a little frustrated that he does not come with the trailer. He does do the whole combine mode thing, and a lot of people are going to be all like, "Oh, but why would he need the trailer? He never had it." That's the thing. If you pay attention whenever Red Alert and Hotshot are running from Nemesis Prime, and then the Decepticons show up on the scene, if you pay attention to Nemesis Prime, you actually see he has the trailer. And then when he transforms, you never see the trailer again. So he does have the trailer. Because, I mean, I would have loved to leave this figure in combine mode. But then again, I get it. He never combined in the show. He never combined it with the trailer. But then again, I kind of get why this is all you're getting. But I don't know about you, but I do find it funny that he does come with the Space Team mini cons, aka the Star Saver.
Yep.
Is there any thoughts or whatever you have on this SDCC exclusive, or anything you'd like to share, or whichever?
I do want to get it so badly, but $75 for it. Damn.
I mean, it's not too bad, especially since these mini cons are somewhat core classes. But then again, I get it. So let me all right, add the check. Uh, oh, also, real quick, I do need to say something. Hasbro Pulse, I'm kind of very upset with you right now because I did back Leo Kaiser, as you're supposed to say it. You don't say Leo Kaiser, it's Leo Kaiser or Leo Kaiser. Just say it in Japanese. That's how you say it. But anyways, I did back this figure, but unfortunately, I did not. I I did back Omega Prime, and they did not take anything out of my. They didn't take anything out of my account until closer to the release date. But whenever I backed Leo Kaiser. Unfortunately, after the backing was over with, they tried to take the money out of my account, so I could not back him. Unfortunately, so yeah. So unfortunately, I had to let that figure go. And also, here's another thing that even though this was an SDCC exclusive, you can order it on Hasbro Pulse or just go to eBay. But I don't know about you, Ruben, but I really like this Void Rivals comic Jetfire figure.
It looks good.
And I also like that they took off the paint for the Autobot and the Decepticon logo since he didn't have a faction at that time. And yes, I believe this figure, since this is part of the Void Rivals, this figure is what the heck? This figure is based on the Skybound comics right here. Yeah, Skybound's Void Rival comics. So, well, technically, I guess that's your first Skybound figure. Let me see. I'm taking a quick gander to see if there's anything that needs to be discussed or talked about. Okay. All right. I do want to talk about those. Hold up. Let me see if I could find the. Oh, I do need to talk about this one. Yeah. 86 Megatron. Oh, God dang it. Why ain't it loading? There we go. Man, I'm not going to lie. This 86 Megatron is an amazing figure. Is there any complaints? Or I know you don't own the figure, Ruben, but if you've seen any reviews on it or whatever, is there any complaints or whatever about the figure that you have or whatever? Sorry if I'm
Not really. Even though the gray, which I understand is G1 accurate from the movie, it won't kill for just one tiny hint of silver. Just kidding.
I
The
mean,
figure just looks great, to be honest with you.
I mean, then again, I do agree. But if for those I've been not sponsoring, but I've been promoting this guy way too much. I need to stop glazing like crazy. But I highly suggest watching that Toy Guys review. He does bring up the fact on why the legs are so blue. It's pretty much a lighting thing. Like depending on the lighting you have and the lighting of your video, it will show up as like a gray, dark gray, or a blue, or a bright blue. I don't know what type of paint magic they were putting into this figure, but Hasbro, please, no more paint magic. It's kind of weird. You probably kind of pissed off some of your fans and probably turned, well, not all your fans, but at least maybe 10% of your fans away from this figure because of the blue legs. Oh, and also, even though I'm not really big on these, I know Ruben is excited for them, these Hot Wheels Transformers.
I do. I'm actually going to try to work on getting the Twin Wheel and the Bone Shaker.
Yeah. Let me go back to this. I know the thing was... let me see if it's on here real quick. Okay. Well, I do want to say this about this Red Alert repaint. I'm actually happy we're getting another IDW comic figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a little bit of a complaint about the figure, which pisses me off is okay. I love Red. I love Red Alert. Red Alert is a great figure, but I do. It does bother me that they decided to give this figure more love, and what I mean by that is they decided to put a whole lot of paint on the back right here, like where these windows are supposed to be, instead of on the actual Red Alert figure. I don't know why they did that, but then again, it is a paint thing. But it's not enough to turn me away from the figure. Also, here's the Centaur figure, aka Onyx Prime, and some type of Phoenix
It's a
six-legged.
griffin.
Well, actually, on this one, it's a combination of a Phoenix and a six-legged dragon. That's the difference they're going with this version. So, yeah, unfortunately, they turned away from the griffin part of that. Don't ask me why. They did explain it. Bleh. They did explain in one of the live streams.
Mm.
But yeah, you'll have to just go back and find that one. But I don't care. Regardless, I like the combination they did on that. Same for the Centaur mode. I really do love that and all that. This is a 2-pack I definitely need to get right here. And for those who are curious, yes, I did miss out on the United version of this figure specifically. Since the listings came out that they were doing another version of this figure that did not have the mouth plate, I'll actually be more happy with this figure since it's more G1 show accurate, or it's meant to be G1 show accurate. So, yeah. Let me see here. Oh, all right. This was the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick. This figure right here. Look at this. Let me
Nice.
let me there we go. Like look at this thing. I love that they heavily well not heavily, but they retooled a bit of this figure for the lion's head to make it more cartoon accurate. I don't know how much this figure is supposed to be. I don't hold on. The pre-orders are still okay. All right, so this figure is supposed to, I guess, the pre-orders or the figure is supposed to be fully releasable in on this month. I guess I don't know. Okay, well, okay, this is stuff I can't read. Oh, it's translated. Never mind. Wait, hold up. The Okay, I thought it said the date right there. My bad. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this figure, even though I have both the Nemesis and the Lio convoy version of this. I have both versions. Is all I could say. I really wouldn't mind getting this one. And I hold up. Same for this figure right here. Even though that I know that figure and where is it? Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's another crossover figure. Even though I don't know much about it, I still think it's pretty cool. Yeah, here we go. Hold up. Yeah, this one right here. This crossover figure, the Mars 7, I guess that's what that is. Yeah, that's a figure I actually want to get. I've never seen the anime, but apparently you can watch it on their official website. I don't know much about it, and I know a lot of people will hate me for it, but please don't hate me. There's just some anime I just really don't care about. I tried getting into anime, and yes, if people wait, hold on, let me exit the layout. And yes, I'm sure people probably saw it up there, but yes, I have the Naruto crossover, but I was literally forced to get that figure against my own will because my lady loves Naruto, but I'm just not really big on it. Okay, this was the thing I was trying to find. All right. Well, first of all, real quick, Mammoth. Big Convoy.
Yeah, buddy.
And I do have Magmatron. I got him as a birthday gift. I think it was either late or early, but I cannot wait to get this figure. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Is there? I just. Oh, finally! Hold up, real quick. Yeah, here it is, right here. See, you could do the whole full combine mode thing, which is honestly, I feel like this is honestly just pointless to do it. But I will say this: if they do a whole thing with if they repaint Armada Prime into the Power Links colors and they give him his trailer, I forgot what it looks like. I will look it up when I have time. I guess you could combine that trailer with him. They should have just scrapped the whole thing, but then again, I understand they really couldn't do it. And also, I'm about to make a messed up joke here, but we all know we're getting this guy right here, Wind Charger. I mean, heck, who's excited for the 86 Wind Charger figure?
I am.
That's good to hear. But I will not say whose live stream it was, but but if you're watching this, I give you my word, I will not make this joke in front of you. But someone is literally getting frustrated over this joke. But someone literally made up a messed up joke saying that we literally got a dead ass Ironhide before a dead ass Ratchet. So literally, like, we're getting Wind Charger, and all I can say is this. If we get an 86 version of Wheeljack, and who knows how they will, I mean, heck, they're gonna make there's already a listing for an 86 Sunstreaker figure, so it will probably be a new mold. So if we do get another version of Wheeljack, all I can say is this: all I can say is this, Ruben. Do you know what that means?
Mm.
A dead Wind Charger and Wheeljack 2-pack.
Oh boy, think of the controversy.
I mean, there's already controversy regarding the Ratchet, Brawn, and whatnot, and the other two. And since we already have 86 Optimus Prime, you know where I'm going with that one if they decide to do it.
Yep.
I mean, heck, they might do it might cost right around $100 because, well, I don't know how much it would be exactly, but they might do a 2-pack with Optimus Prime and Megatron, and they're not going to do the dead Optimus Prime, but they will probably do the battle damaged versions. And maybe they'll add more stuff with the Megatron, who knows. But yeah, and I'm sure you wanted me to mention this, but all I could say is this real quick. Since we're getting a Big Convoy, Big Convoy, what are you doing? Put your shirt back on. We don't want to see your bling. We don't want to see your medallion, decoder ring thing. Yeah, put that back on. No one wants to see that right now. All I can say is this. Since we're getting this figure, you want to know what this means?
What?
Number 1, Nemesis, Big Convoy. I'm sorry, I don't know all their names, but I'm gonna call each one of these Nemesis Big Convoy, or I'll just say Big Convoy. Anyways, Nemesis Big Convoy, Ultra Big Mammoth, or the Ultra Magnus version, and the Cryotech version.
Oh my god, I want to see Cryotech. He's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah. Is that it for this? But yeah, I'm excited for this. Same for this. Oh, he's in pieces. Never mind. But yeah, I'm excited for this figure, even though it's in pieces. But you see him back there. I'm excited for Amalgamist. But the figure I really wanted to talk about is the robot mode is shown here, even though it's not me. Okay, yes, the robot mode is shown. Oh my god. Did I not? Okay, well, I'll just do this. We have a. Oh my god, what's wrong with his face? Hold up. Let me full screen this. What? Look at his mouth. What's wrong with his mouth? Let me full screen this. What the frick? Why does he look like the Joker? But then again, this is a prototype. Poor Thundercracker. Anyways, we are. I really hate to say this. It hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings. The fact that I'm about to say this, but it is sad that we're gonna have to retire the Earthrise mold now.
Well,
But then again, I will say this. I love the Earthrise mold, but I will say this. I am open to this figure. Look at it. Like, I mean, yes, it does look like it'll have some hollow parts, but then again, this isn't the final this isn't the final thing of it. It's the same for the Titan class Grimlock. It's not the final thing on the mold. This figure will be updated and it will have its colors, so on and so forth. So, but yeah, look at his face. You could tell that this is a prototype. Basically, I think they said with these prototypes, they're using some type of 3D printed action. That's what they're doing. That's what I believe they said. They kind of started out like okay, look at the Grimlock, look at the TF1 Arachnid figure and Alpha Trion from Transformers 1. It's basically some type of 3D printed action.
mm-hmm.
It's hard to describe. Yeah, right here, God, I keep forgetting his name, but I know it's Wind Charger. But yeah, as you see it's kind of hard to tell. But if you look at the plastic, it's some type of, I guess, I don't want to say clay, but it's some weird material that they start out with. So yeah. And also, here's a real quick before I end off. Here's a funny thing about the figure. This figure does have head articulation. You want to know how? If you look right here, apparently there is a switch on the back of the head where his face can look up and down, and also look at his chest. Look at his chest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blast effect, aka he got shot. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end off because I would like to go play a couple of games since I got nothing better to do right now. But that's a little bit of a quick update. So, like I said, I am currently working on figuring out how to do the whole Twitch thing. I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm not gonna say like, okay, I'm back doing live streams. I'm not gonna start saying that now because every time I say it, I don't do it, which I know a lot of people can be disappointed about, or will be disappointed about. So I will. Oh, look, it's Precious. She left. She doesn't like or she doesn't like cameras at all. She'll just look away instantly. But so I will be providing content either in the form of videos and YouTube shorts for my edits. I know I said I was going to get back into doing Transformers short reviews, kind of like roasting a figure. Kind of getting back into roasting a figure. I might get back into doing that whenever I have more free time, but it just depends. So that's just some updates for you. But just know I do plan on starting a Twitch whenever when I get a chance. So with that out of the way, that's about it. Like I said, every now and then I will be back into doing some live streams. Hold up a minute. I'm doing something back to back. I have someone messaging me. But anyways, with that out of the way, I'm going to end this off. And it has been the Rise of Lord Master Starscream and
Me.
Everyone knows it's Starscream.
That's me. For fuck's sake.
No, that's not you. That's me. Anyways, but if it makes Ruben feel any better, everyone knows it's Ruben.
Me, motherfuckers.
This has been what up, the rise of Lord Master Starscream saying, "Seekers, transform and rain fire." Later, everyone.
I'm out.
I'm flying.